pairings.
Okay.
Who do you want first? I say not the bottom.
No. Let's do Andrew and Damien. All right, duelists, welcome in to our live event coverage for the King of Games Championship here at Gamers Spanish Fork in Spanish Fork, Utah. This has been a year-long process to get to this point. These duelists have qualified over the course of this year to take the top 8 spots in this event for a chance to become the King of Games 2024 of Utah. Winner of this event is going to get a sponsored travel to a YCS of their choice of 2025. So it's going to be super, super cool. Plus a lot of other really insane prizes. The games are starting right now, Reed. We're going to head over to the table right now for our first match. We've got Andrew Clark versus Damien Malloy. Damien actually won a OTS championship here back in the Infinite Forbidden format. So super excited to see Damien coming out to play today. So remember, everyone who qualified for this event had to get either get first or second place at a case tournament during the course of this year. So was through Phantom Nightmare all the way through the Rage of the Abyss. So we got our match ready to rock and roll here. Duelists are all shuffled up. Dice is on the table. Look at these beautiful masks that we have as well. These are custom made. Brian got these commissioned here for the champions of the store. So they're all going to be taking home their own mats, as well as a booster box, a quarter century bonanza, and many, many other great prizes as well. So duelists, let's go ahead and rock and roll. Get those likes in the chat. Get your energy flowing out because our game 1 of this top 8 is ready to rock and roll. It looks like Andrew's starting off with fiendsmith tracked here. And I'm just excited.
I know. Hey everyone.
Brian's here in the house. All right, so we're going to go ahead and search our fabled Lurie. And of course, when the Lurie goes to the graveyard via discarded, it will allow us to special summon. This is a great way to obviously start off your fiendsmith combos. We're going to go right into our fiendsmith Requiem here. So there's 8 players. There's only 8 players allowed to play in this tournament. It is a private event for the top 8 duelists. All right, we're going to go into Lacrima, one of the newest fiendsmith cards out of Rage of the Abyss. She's very, very powerful. She lets you Foolish Burial any fiendsmith card. Very easy access to get to your engraver. She also has a graveyard effect during your opponent's turn. She can special summon the Requiem from your graveyard, and then you can go into fiendsmith combo again on your opponent's end phase, because that Requiem is a quick effect to tribute itself. So we're going to go ahead and get a good old Quip action going on with the Requiem to go into our Necro Quip Princess for our fusion summon using the Lacrima as material. And we're off to the races here. I'm not entirely sure what deck they're playing. Fiendsmith is pretty good in a lot of stuff right now. Like, it could be on the Kashtira, the deck that just took a lot of top spots at YCS Bologna this last weekend over in Italy. We're going to go ahead and... yeah, I'm not sure. What somebody said was he on? All right, so we've got triple Tactics Talents coming in. Damien did activate a hand trap. I'm assuming because he's shuffling his deck and presenting his deck, he's going to be going for a draw 2 here. So Andrew's going to draw 2 cards off that triple Tactics. His hand is not what he wants it to be. All right, so we got a field spell activated there. Let's see what he's going to go and grab. I'm assuming this is Yubel. Yep, so it is Nightmare Throne that was activated. Go again and grabbing the Samsardi Lotus. We're going to summon that Samsardi Lotus, using its effect to tribute itself to special summon out the Spirit of Yubel from the deck to get our Yubel combos going. So it is Fiendsmith Yubel to start off round number 1. Those playmats are sick, right? Dude, they're so cool. I want one. I want one, man. Okay, we're going to go ahead and search out Nightmare Pain, activate us. And Nightmare Pain lets you continue your Yubel combo by destroying your Spirit of Yubel. You get access to another Yubel card to then special summon another Yubel from the deck, and so on and so forth. So Grave Skirmer is obviously a custom card for this deck. Let's see if there's any responses to these activations of the Yubels. Doesn't look like it because he's resolving the effects. Now these playmats are top quality, dude. They have he had metal prints done as well. He had some metal prints done. They look super sick, and all the duelists signed their names on the big metal mat, and they're going to hang it in the store. And every year they're going to do a commemorative plaque of all of the duelists, because next year they're going to do 16 players for the event, so it's going to be super crazy. All right, we're going to go in for a Link summon for a Link 2. Probably going to go into our Yama. Yep, Yama is going to go ahead and summon down. Yama is a key part of this strategy here for the Fiendsmith Yubel. Gets the Unchained cards in rotation, allowing you to get access to your Soul of Rage on your opponent's turn, or just any Fiend monster, really. It's just a great recovery card. I do not know what Damien is playing yet. We do not know. All he did was he tried to activate a Ash Blossom. That's all that happened. All right, we got Grave Squirmer coming down for another Link summon here. Fan of Yubel is in, so we are now being safe from Nibiru. Fan of Yubel, one of the most powerful cards in the Yubel strategy. So we're just going to go all in, dude. He's just going Shavara. See if he activates the Yama here on his turn. He's more than able to, but I don't think he needs to. I think he'd rather want it on your opponent's turn, because he's probably just going to get rid of that Shavara anyways to search out the trap card to be able to reborn his opponent's turn. But we'll see. We'll see if he's activating the Yama or not. Looks like he's choosing to activate the Yama now. He's probably going to bring out a Yubel monster. He's like eyeing up a Yubel. Or maybe he's trying to get the Fiendsmith Engraver. I'm excited, man. So there's going to be 3 rounds today. They are 1 hour long. Oh, here we go. There's the Nibiru coming in. I had a feeling he was holding onto a rock, and that's why he was like, I got to make the Phantom of Yubel here now. Because, yeah, for those who don't know, that Phantom of Yubel, it could tribute itself when your opponent activates a monster effect to basically change the effect to your opponent destroys a Yubel from their hand, field, or deck. So it basically just gets a monster negate plus an extra body out as well. We're going to go ahead and add back our Fiendsmith Engraver here. And he's still got a lot of gas here, man. He could potentially end on a Wave King Teaser. He can end on a 2. He could also end on a Varudras with a Phantom. Like, there's so much options. This is the craziest deck, man. Deck's insane. All right, going for another shuffle. And this is what makes the Yubel strategy unbelievably crazy, is the fact that you can summon the Phantom of Yubel more than once per turn via its contact fusion by shuffling back materials from your hand, field, or graveyard. So it's pretty powerful. Its negation effect is only once per turn and a hard once per turn, but the summoning of itself is not once per turn. So you can theoretically go through all three, and it's very common for Yubel players to go through all three of their copies in one turn. So we did get the Terrors, the Unchained there set. We're going to want to activate our Squirmer to get access to another Yubel monster in the graveyard here. Yeah, if this goes right, he's going to probably end on the Omni Negate via Varudras as well. We'll see. Muckracker's really good, though, because it does give you protection from destruction effects. Not simultaneous destruction, though, but it does from single, like, just like if one thing would die, you could protect it. Yeah, there's the Varudras. Varudras, very, very powerful rank 10 Exceed monster, allowing you to negate any card your opponent activates by detaching material. Then, afterwards, you can destroy another card on the field, and then when it does battle, it can destroy another card on the field, and if it leaves the field, it can destroy another card on the field. Varudras is one of the most powerful Exceed monsters in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's absolutely insanely good. Alright, so play is over to Damien here, and let's see what he is on today. Rocking those beautiful pink sleeves in his extra deck. Alright, so looks like we're going to go for a potential normal summon here to start off our turn. Oh, we're on Magical Musketeers. Alright, Damien is bringing the Magical Musketeer fiendsmith most likely today. Very powerful decks. Actually was the first deck that fiendsmith found a home in the OCG when those cards came out earlier this year. And yeah, they're like, aside from the Fables, they're the only light fiend archetype to exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! So it was a very, very easy choice for duelists to throw the fiendsmith cards into this deck. It's a very, very good deck. It has a lot of like runic style play, meaning that you can activate a lot of its spells and traps from your hand, as opposed to having to lay them down on the board, which is really, really cool because they do have negation effects, they have omni negates, they have destruction cards. So very, very, very interesting. Magical Musketeer. I know he's no stranger to this deck. We've seen him play it before. Actually, a good friend of his, David Cook, also likes to play this deck. We've seen him play it at the Regional Championship at Paragon City Games over in the summer for the info format. So very, very cool. We got to showcase that deck back then too. All right, so see what he chooses to go through here. So he's got a lot of interruptions he has to worry about. You have to monster negate through Yubel and Omni negate with Varudras. We got two set cards. One of them is unknown, probably an imperm. And then the other card is, we know, is the Reborn for the Soul of Rage, which the Soul of Rage allows you to steal one of your opponent's monsters during the main phase to quick effect a link summon into another link monster. Usually you go for the SP Little Knight, so you can banish two cards on your opponent's field during their turn. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Abominable Chamber here. And looks like he's choosing to activate a hand trap to negate the summon, and then he's choosing to use Phantom of Yubel here to obviously try and negate, but then Callby of the Grave is there. Varudras already negated, and he's a hard once per turn. He's got a Ghost Spell. This is going to resolve, guys. The Ghost Spell is going to negate the Abominable Chamber, so there's going to be no Soul of Rage being summoned back out here. That is really insane. Davian did hard draw into, and he's going to Ghost Ogre as well. Oh, man. He's going to get a pop, though, via the Varudras, so the Magical Musketeer link is going to go away. But Damien's not out of the show just yet. Yeah, that was very, very good. Very good activating the bell and then going into the Callby into the Ogre for the protection. That's very, 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 very. Alright, so it looks like he actually went to the end phase. It looks like he's trying to end his turn. I think Lacrima can only activate in the end phase on your opponent's turn. Yep, that's going to be end phase effect there. Lacrima is powerful. It allows you to only like have to play one Fiendsmith Engraver if you know, for some reason the card got limited over here, or if you want to play Fiendsmith cards and you just can't get access to three of them, you can just get away with one, because the Lacrima just allows you to tutor it out every single turn. Alright, we're going to go right into a Link 2 here. Probably going to go into our Moon Goddess or the Sequence. Yep, Sequence is there. Sequence effect is going to activate. Going to go and equip. We're going to shuffle back 3 and gonna go our Fusion Summon here, probably for the Desiree. Desiree is a very powerful card. I wonder if he has room in his extra deck for the Ognum deck. I know a lot of the Snake Eyes Fiendsmith decks are playing Agnamday now, the new Link monster from Rage of the Abyss. There it is. Agnamday is coming out. So Agnamday's effect is really, really good. It allows you to special summon the Desiree back to the board, as well as when Desiree goes to the grave, it lets you destroy a card in your opponent's field. But then Agnamday also allows you to equip multiple links to it, so the Desiree gets to negate that many cards, plus it gets an attack boost times, I think, 600 per link rating. But Nibiru is going to come down and just absolutely smash this board here. Nice Mimikyu from the Trick or Trade as our Nibiru token. I like it. That was a perfect time to nib there. We knew he had it. I don't know if Andrew forgot about the Nibiru, because we know Damien had it on the first turn, because the Phantom Yubel did negate it before. Yeah, that Desiree cannot negate the nib, you know. The Desiree can only negate cards that are face up on the field. Nibiru is an activation in the hand. So it's a pretty decent sized token, because that Desiree was boosted with a Link 5 rating. So he's got like 3,000 extra attack or something like that. All right, let's see what Damien drew for his one card in his hand. Oh, it's a set and a pass. All right, then the Nibiru token's going to be a threat now. We still have Nightmare Paint up as well. Plus we have... Oh, wow. All right. That's going to do it for game one there. Damien just couldn't get the Magical Musketeers in rotation there. And that's going to do it. A lot of really good hand trap activations, though. Very, very good, very good sequence thing there of the bell into the call by to the ogre to just basically clear the entire field on Andrew's field. Then do it again with the Nibiru, but just did not draw the Magical Musketeers to start the combo there. So there's a lot of hand traps. All right, let's see. You're going to get these guys sided in for game number 2. Let's see what these duelists decide to do for their sideboard. We do not have access to deck lists, obviously, because this is not a, Konami tournament per se, like an OTS championship or a regional. This is a in-house event, completely done and sponsored by Game Grid of Spanish Fork. So let's give a big shout out to Game Grid Spanish Fork for doing this entire event series. This has been, like I said, an entire year's worth of competitions, starting back in the February format when we started with Phantom Nightmare. And we've been covering every single one of these case tournaments and all of these duelists over the course of this year on the channel. And it is an absolute pleasure to be able to do that. And I've had so much fun commentating these matches for you guys and bringing you guys these live streams. And I've just been just counting down the days to this tournament to see who's going to be winning the King of Games title today. Because the King of Games title comes with a lot of beautiful benefits, guys. Not only do they get the title, but they get a funded YCS travel to any YCS in 2025. They also receive free Yu-Gi-Oh! At the store for the entirety of 2025. And this is for all local tournaments, could be regionals, OTS championships, sneak peeks, you name it. They get free entry into literally every single time they show up to play at Game Grid, including the case tournaments for 2025. So super cool. They also are guaranteed to get an invite for the next year if they win. So the winner of this year is also going to be able to cruise into 2025 ready to rock and roll in style. Kind of getting that, that clout action ready to go 2 years in or a year in advance, if you will. So super duper cool. Every duelist today gets one of these mats for showing up. They all get their own custom play mats for them. And they also all get a booster box of Quarter Century Bonanza for being a participant in this event today. So everybody is leaving today with a ton of beautiful prizes. And yeah, I'm super excited to see who's going to take that King of Games championship today. It's not all doom and gloom, though. One of these top 8 duelists will also get a chance to be get a YCS of their choice in 2025, fully funded as well. So this is going to be really, really cool to see who takes that too. That's going to be after the event today. It's going to be 3 rounds. Obviously, it's a top 8, a top 4, and a top 2. Because this is, like I said, it's a private event. Only these top 8 duelists are here. There are no other Yu-Gi-Oh players here today. So they're getting shuffled up here for game number 2. Let's get some excitement going in the chat. Definitely pop a like on the stream. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And the duelists, let's rock and roll. Here we go. I think Damien is going to want to start here because the Magical Musketeers, though, have a pretty insane opening board that they can do if they're uninterrupted. All right, so we're going to go and start off with our beautiful search monster. I mean, technically, they all can search. He's playing the Fiendsmith Saint. It works very well in this deck because you have always a bunch of light fiend monsters. It's really good, though, because it allows you to chain block these cards. So if your opponent Actually, technically your opponent would get play before you can activate the sync, because it's technically not a... I'm not sure. I'd have to read how it words. If it's worded the same as the Salamandre cards, you could technically chain block it, but either way, maybe that's what he was trying to do. And not get ashed on his searcher. We're going to go in for a Requiem to start it off here. And we're going into our... Lacrima here. Get access to our beautiful engraver. Yeah, Lacrima is very, very powerful. Very good card. Alright, let's see where he chooses to go from here. Yama. Got these Unchained cards. Find their home in anything that plays the fiendsmith, you know? They're good. Very, very good. But Shavara itself is just such a powerful monster. I mean, it's limited for a reason. It's limited for a reason. Alright, let's see where he's going to go from here with this next Link Summon. Okay, we're going into sequence, so it's probably going to be tempting to go into Desiree here. He does have the targets. Because the beautiful thing here about these Magical Musketeer cards is they all count. Because they're all light fiends. So you don't have to shuffle back your Lacrima or your Requiem. You can leave those in the graveyard for your opponent's turn. All the Magical Musketeers can be legal targets to use the Fusion Summon. Good old Desiree. You can also make Aerial Leader too. Okay. I mean, Aerial Leader is a solid choice. I guess he has the Shavara too, so he's probably going to want to try and end on Waking High Caesar here. That would make the most sense to me. He's going for the 6. He's in Nib territory, so I feel like gotta do it sooner rather than later. These mats are so cool.
Thank you.
I love them. I love them.
Very happy with it.
Alright, here's our Sharvara. Popping the sequence. And here we go. Yeah, you can chain the Yama here. I feel like... Would you bring the Engraver back out here? The overlay with the Aerial Leader? I don't know. Because that Sharvara needs to be sent to the graveyard to get its effect to search the trap. Doesn't have to be destroyed, it just has to go to the grave. Alright, so we are not going into a Waking High Caesar just yet. He does have the effect of the Engraver still in the graveyard, so it's not bad. We can still get there. We can still get there. Alright, there it is. There's the effect of the Engraver. Alright, let's see. Andrew just has no interruptions at all. Just freely goes into a Waking High Caesar on like summon 12. Crazy. Set 1 pass, set 2 pass. There's no Magical Musketeers, so you gotta set your cards if they are Magical Musketeer cards. You typically can only activate them from your hand if you have the appropriate ones on the field that allow you to play the spells and traps from your hand. We know the last card in his hand is an Ash Blossom, because he did flash it to the camera. He's feeling super strong on this turn. He's got a good setup. We know he's got the... Ooh, evenly met. None of these are Omni Negates, man, unless he's like... As a Solemn. We go claps all around, baby. Claps all around. There's a Solemn Judgment. Alright. Is there a second evenly in that hand? No, we're going into main phase 2. Summoning Dark Beckoning Beasts. Attempt to search out for the gates. That was really good. We have Imperm. Dang. Alright. Alright, we got Nightmare Throne coming down. Gonna search out the Samsardi Lotus. He doesn't get the additional normal summon though, I don't think, if you imperm the dark. But he will get access to. I mean, he can negate all these Yubel cards with the Waking High Caesar. So I mean, he's fine. And he has Soul of Rage, so does Link away, which is good. You go into SP here, and you can just banish the Spirit from the graveyard, so he turns off the access to the Phantom of Yubel here. Okay, we have Grave Squirmer in hand, which is good. And here comes Solar Rage. Yep, good call there. Taking away the Grave Squirmer. Doesn't get access to destroy cards. Going to go to SP. And I feel like it's good to banish that Spirit. So he turns off the Phantom of Yubel access. Good call. That's a good heads up there. 2 cards left in Andrew's hands. He's got Sharvara hard drawn, which is good. But we can just go ahead and attempt to negate that with the Waking High Caesar. That is a once per turn activation. And Squirmer is the last thing to activate here. To the Sansara. Oh, dang, that's unlucky. Damien's out of interruptions right now. Okay, we're gonna go SP Little Knight to banish the Spirit of Yubel there for us, chat. Still gonna get access to the Nightmare Pain. He still has Nightmare Throne on the field as well. This is just crazy. Like, this deck is like, he's played through so many interruptions and it still is just going. Still going. So wild, man. Yubel is just such a crazy deck. Such a crazy deck. Yeah, it's like nothing even happened. You know, all those negates and all those interruptions that Damien had. Yubel just has everything to still keep going right now. Pretty insane. Alright. Pain is activated. And we're gonna go ahead and pop and search. Another Grave Squirmer. Bananas, man. Bananas. Alright. So no, obviously no target for the incarnate. I don't really think anybody plays the one, the biggest one. Alright, now it's fiendsmith combo time. Alright, and then Damien has access to his Lacrima there, and he's just going to scoop it up because he has nothing. Because he held that Ash Blossom till when it really mattered the most, and that was on that Requiem effect. Getting no Engraver, no Lacrima. Literally had nothing in play but a Dark Beckoning Beast and a Nightmare Pain. Not much you could do there, so we'll call it a game. Call it a game there. Nicely done by Damien there. Very good. Good stuff from Andrew as well, like pushing through all those stuff. Like, he had to push through a lot of cards, but Damien did see that Solemn Judgment turn one to negate that evenly matched. That must feel really, really good. It always feels good to resolve Solemn Judgment in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I play a lot of Time Wizard myself, and Solemn Judgment is just a god card in old Yu-Gi-Oh! Formats, but being able to use it in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Still is always a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. It's a card that's always live, you know, because you can always half your life points. You can always half your life points. Can't always activate strike, can't always activate scolding and all, etc. But judgment's always live. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream coverage today of our Game Grid Spanish Forks King of Games Championship event here. It's going to be cool to see this event going into the next year, because we also have, like I said, these are going to be running all in 2025. So if you're a duelist out here, you want to compete in it, because these aren't exclusive to Utah duelists. You can come in from out of state to come to the case tournaments. And if you win or get second, if you get first or second, actually going into this next year, you get top 4 at a case tournament, you'll get invited to this exclusive event next winter in 2025 for your chance to win a fully funded trip to a YCS of your choice, as well as a bunch of other really good prizes. So this is cool. This is a really great idea. I'm very, you know, excited for these duelists to get the chance to do this, first off. And secondly, man, I just gotta say, like, again, let's get some shout outs in the chat, guys, for Game Grid Spanish 4. Give them some love in the chat right now, because these guys work so hard to do so much for the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and also all their other games communities here in the state of Utah. They're only in their first year, finishing their first year of business, and they are already like the best place in the state to play Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like, and I'm saying that from an unbiased perspective. If I just was a player and I wanted to find a place to play, this is where I would play, man. Like, this place, really, really cool. I got this, all the events, the community, like the owners, everything about this store is really, really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm happy we get to share it with you guys. We actually did a video about the store not too long ago on the channel. Definitely check that out if you haven't watched it before. It showcases Game Grid Spanish Fork in its prime across all of the different games, not just Yu-Gi-Oh, but also Pokemon, Magic, Star Wars, Lorcana, etc., etc. Exactly, that's the only one that matters. Definitely make sure to like the stream, though, as you guys are tuning in. It helps us out a lot. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel as well, to help us continue growing. And let's just get ready for game number 3. We're going to a game 3 of our first round of top 8. This is so cool. So they have a 60-minute timer per se on the rounds, but I didn't really feel like we needed to put a timer on the screen, because 60 minutes is a long time for Yu-Gi-Oh. So I didn't really think we would even need to bother to think about time. Alright, chat, here we go. Game number 3 of top 8. Remember, this is single elimination tournament too, so whoever loses is out. Whoever loses is out. So you gotta make sure, man, you gotta be on it. Alright, so we are starting off. Andrew was starting with a beautiful Kashtira Fenrir. We did see the Kashtira birth in the first game. So looks like that Fenrir did get negated, though, by a hand trap. I think Damien threw down an impermanent Ash. And then we're going to go straight into a Yubel there with that Spirit on the Lotus. Going to activate our Nightmare Throne. Andrew has hard drawn a Nightmare Throne every single one of these 3 games. That is impressive, man. That is a card you always want to see in your hand as a Yubel player. Dark Summon, you always want to see Dark Beckoning Beast, Nightmare Throne, and then, like, any one of your supplemental cards. This guy's drawn like God Hand right here. Holy moly, he's gonna get the double normal summon here. Oh, our battery died on our camera. Alright, Amigo, turn the camera back on and off, guys. Those mats are sick, huh? Just a second, guys. I don't know why battery says exhausted. It's plugged into a computer. Well, give me a second. I'll fix it. Hang on, guys. I'm trying a new setup today with a laptop instead of my tower. So I might not have enough power for all these things. Yeah, those mats are sick. Sorry, guys. Alright. My camera's just dead right now. No, it didn't overheat. It doesn't overheat. It's just the battery decided to mess out. There we go. I just had to move around the USB slots. You know, that's one thing about the laptop. You don't have as many USBs as a tower, so you have to be like very careful where you put things for the power draws. All right, so he's comboing off. He got nib though, midway. And we got that bit of Mimikyu here, but the Spirit of Yubel is going to come down with that Nightmare Pain action. We'll see if there's any other interruptions here. So, going to allow to resolve the Yubel, the Nightmare Pain, popping the Spirit. And here comes Yubel out of the deck there. Alright, see where we go from here. Grave Squirmer. Man, this deck just has so many extension cards, man. It's crazy good. It's so good. Yubel's gonna trigger as well. He's gonna special summon Terra Incarnate from the deck. Now let's see. He did access some of his extra deck already. So let's see if this is gonna be the Yama next. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Unchained Yama to get access to our Sharvara here. I guess technically you can pop your Nibiru token with it. That's totally a thing you can do. You can just pop your Nib token and throw your Sharvara down. It lets you just destroy any card you control. Alright, we're gonna he's discarding an Imperm for the activating the gates. Okay. Alright, we're gonna link away with the Grave Squirmer and the Yama here. Probably gonna go into our Soul of Rage. There it is. And Sharvara is gonna pop the dog. But I guess you want to pop these so you can trigger the Yamas. Alright, we're gonna go Yama, Chain Link 1 to special. And let's see what we're gonna chain next as well. The Fiendsmith Engraver. It's gonna be the target to summon. And Spirit of Yubel. Or add back, rather, excuse me. That's really, really good. You can add it back to your hand as well, because you just get access to the track, because you get your Luri, and then you go into your Fiendsmith combo next. This is so cool. Very, very good. Andrew piloting the deck very, very well here. Even through Nibiru, still making an absurdly powerful board here. And has the beautiful Mimikyu just showing the little face there. So fun. I love those trick or trade packs for Pokemon. Those are awesome. Alright, we're gonna trigger our Sharvara to set our prison. We can get the Soul of Rage special summon on their opponent's turn. And we're gonna go and activate our Squirmer to banish to special summon. Back another Yubel monster. And he can end on the Varudras here, which is insane. And I think he has enough for another Phantom as well. Let's see if he has another Yubel in the grave. I think he has one more. Let's see. Yep, he does, the Terra Incarnate. So we can shuffle that girl back with a Dark Beckoning Beast, and we're going to make another Phantom of Yubel. And Andrew's ending on a really insane board here. He's got the Pain and the Throne, plus the Phantom, Muckracker for protection, a really pretty big Nibiru token there, Varudras for the Omni Negate, the set, Abominable Prison to bring back Solar Rage. Very, very insane. So even through some hand traps and a Nibiru, Andrew was still able to pretty much full combo here with Fiendsmith Yubel. Such a powerful deck, man. Alright, let's see where Damien can go from here with his Magical Musketeers. He does get to start with a Nibiru, which is nice. He gets to start with a monster. Yeah, the two biggest problem cards right now for that he'll have to solve around is the Phantom and the Varudras. Soul of Rage is very tertiary at the moment. It's not very as relevant yet. But those two negates on the board are a big problem, especially Varudras, because if you negate at the right time, Varudras can just pop another card on the field as well as a negation. So, very curious, because one crappy part about having the Nibiru is if you like have an Imperm in your hand, like you draw the Imperm, you can't just play an Imperm down and negate Varudras, because you're stuck with that Nibiru, right? It's kind of like a double-edged sword sometimes with Nibiru. But we're going to Tract here to start off our fiendsmith combo. He's just going to go ahead and just negate it, dude. He's negating it. Alright, so Varudras going to negate, attaching those, and he's going to get to pop the Nibiru as well. So, not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. This is game 3 for those that are just tuning in. Been a very, very intense match here. Our first round of the day. It's 3 rounds, single elimination for all these duelists battling it out to take the King of Games Championship title today. We are going to special summon Fenrir. Andrew started with a Fenrir as well, and now we get to see Damien coming down with a Fenrir too. So let's see if he's going to choose to negate the search. He is not. He's going to allow it to resolve here. Yeah, Fenrir has got to be one of the most powerful, just like non-engine monsters you could play in a deck. It's just so good. I mean, the cash Tira package itself is just so phenomenal. It's so good at what it does. They are just like crazy upgrade Cyber Dragons, man. Shout out to Bruno. He's a Cyber Dragon, huge Cyber Dragon fan. Bruno's playing today as well. Bruno is in this tournament. All right, so we're going to use the Phantom of Yubel. And especially summoning out a Yubel by destroying the Spirit of Yubel. Bro, is that Fate? Is that Bell? Yeah, there's Bell. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Bell will work there. Ghost Spell in this matchup has been really, really good so far. Damien is making a very good call playing that Ghost Spell today. Ghost Spell is very powerful against all the top decks. Alright, we're going to get rid of the Muckracker. Okay, we're still going to go from here. We still have the Unicorn in hand. And he's got an Engraver as well. But he did already activate Track. But he does play Saint. But I don't think you can use it if you control Fenrir. We're going to go Battle and... Oh, we're just going to tribute someone for Engraver. Alright, I like this. I like this, chat. Alright, but this is scary though because he's now just playing right into Soul of Rage territory. Oh no. Alright, Soul of Rage... So we're going to go into the Requiem here. I mean, at least he's going to be able to resolve all these effects. So Soul of Rage can't get rid of the Requiem because Requiem's a quick effect anyways to tribute itself to someone from the deck. So he will be able to get into the Lacrima here to dump and have that body. So let's just see where he chooses to do this here because he does have to remember there's a Castor Unicorn there. So at any time he chooses to clear the board, there's a Unicorn to recover down with Birth to get back Fenrir and just keep playing. So Damien is not out of this duel at all yet. No way. We're still in it, chat. We're still in it. All right, Andrew's last big interruption there right now is that Soul of Chain into SP Little Knight. So it's got to really see where he chooses to go with this one. Because currently the Nightmare Pain is irrelevant because there are no Yubel monsters on the field. So he doesn't have to worry about being forced to attack into Yubels and doubling his battle damage to himself. Because there is just a Varudras in defense mode, the Soul of Rage, and the Nibiru token currently. 3. Yes, sir. All right. Here comes Engraver. Yeah, if you're Andrew, where do you Soul of Rage here? Where do you wait for him to go into his extra deck? Because now, like... Yeah, here we go. Alright, here comes Soul of Rage. We're waiting to take care of them in the Engraver. Engraver is going to be gone to the grave. SP is going to activate and probably Do you banish the Lacrima here, or do you banish something in the graveyard? Probably something from the graveyard, because if you banish Lacrima, the Cast Your Unicorn is online. I don't know what else Damien can do here now, because you already normal summon by tribute summoning the Engraver. He did force out the SP though, banishing the Varudras. And then he sent the Desiree to the grave to send a card off the field, so he got rid of the Nightmare Pain, which is good. I mean, both of those cards are scary to leave up, the Pain or the Gates. They're both really, really good cards for Yubel to kind of start on their turn. Alright, it's going to be a pass. He's going to get Varudras and SP back. Very good job leaving that Lacrima on the field, because, yeah, that's sadly... Ooh, Baldrake off the top. That's going to do it, man. That's going to do it. Yep, not letting that Cast Your Unicorn come down was what sealed the deal there. GG's, though, to both duelists. Andrew is going to take the win there on that one, advancing into the semifinals to the top 4. Damien's King of Games championship run is ending here, sadly. But, man, Damien had such an incredible year. Not only qualifying for this tournament, but also taking down first place in an OTS championship for the Infinite Forbidden format as well at this store. So we got to get some love for Damien, man, for crushing it over the course of this year, dude. Absolutely crushed over the course of the year. Big love to Damien, man. Big love to Damien. He's going to come back hard next year, too. We know it. We know it.
What's up, guys?
Did you win?
I lost.
You lost? Bruno's out, too? Come on.
I lost to Tenpai, dude.
Come on, son.
Game 3. Yeah, I have a rough hand, but he wallows Perelia and Ash my freaking field spell, and I'm like, I don't have anything right now.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
All right.
Oh, well. It is what it is right now. So, we'll keep going.
All right, really awesome first match there, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. All right, we'll have round 2, or top 4, rather, coming up here very, very soon. Dude, that was a crazy good match. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, we just heard that Bruno was knocked out. Bruno's had a really good year here. He actually won most of the case tournaments, first place. He also beat me in the YCS Anaheim VIP qualifier last week. He took first place there, making me get second. But Bruno's really awesome. He's had an incredible run here. Him and I are both going to YCS Anaheim together, so I'm super excited. Super excited for that. That was a great first round, though, guys. Holy smokes. That was a great first game from our duelists. Big shout out to Damien, though, for just pulling through this whole year and really coming out and just doing incredible stuff. And big shout out to Andrew for taking the win on that one. He's going in for the top 4. We got one more game still finishing up right here. And then we'll see who our semi-finalists are. We had 8 duelists in total here playing today. There's Damien, Francisco, Bruno, Salvador, Matt P, Kevin Ponce, Andrew Clark, and good old Ryan. So we have basically like half the duelists. Sweet. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to have our semifinal match coming up here in just a second, guys. They're just finishing up unsighting over there. This is going to be cool. I'm excited, dude. I'm so stoked. So stoked. And semifinals means top 4, so it's every round. It's just going to be half the field cut down, cut down, cut down. All right, so top 4 is going to be Francisco and Andrew versus, and then for their match, and then we're going to be live streaming Matt and Ryan. So we're going to go and get the duelists all set up on the table. If I were to compete, what would I have brought? Salamangreat. That's the deck I like to play. That's what I played at the VIP qualifier. That's what I'm gonna play in YCS Anaheim. I love Salamangreat too much. I don't care too much about the meta decks in the game myself personally. They don't appeal to me. I've always been a fan of Salamangreat ever since they first came out. That's the deck that I just crushed with in 2019. I took first place in 3 regional championships. I got top 16 at nationals, almost top 32 at a YCS. I really, really love Salamangreats, man. It is my deck. It is my deck. It is not anywhere as close as it was good 5 years ago, but it's still good. You can still win with it. You can still do very well with it. It tops pretty much everything lately that it plays on. Here's Brian. Hope you guys are having a great time today, though. I know we are. That was a crazy good match.
All the matches have been crazy. Everything's gone to game 3. Everything's been, I made one small mistake. I did one nuanced thing incorrect. It's very high competition. It's been awesome.
That's good. That's what we want to see out of the top 8 best duelists of Utah today. So let's go ahead and head over to the feature match table Devastators, because we have game number 2 coming up in just a moment here. We're just getting Ryan, who's opening up his booster box. We're heading over to the table here. Kevin is all ready to go. He's got that beautiful illustration rare slacking, dude, from Surging Sparks. That is a beautiful card to use as a field center. Just vibing, dude. Just vibing. Love it. That's a fun set. That's a great set to open up. Not just for the Pikachu, but just for like most of the illustrations in that set are so cool. I love Pokemon cards. I'll say it. I love the Pokemon trading card game a lot. I've been playing and collecting the trading card game for Pokemon longer than I've been doing Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, here we go. It's top 4 time. Ryan and Matt. I wonder what Ryan brought today. Ryan secured his spot in this tournament by playing Dinomorphia. At the last case event for Rage of the Abyss, he got, I think, 3rd place, 2nd or 3rd place, playing Dinomorphia. He just did absolutely incredible things with this deck. Let's see if he's playing that again today. Or if he chose to just cave in and play a Snake Eyes deck. We'll see. Got a beautiful field center of Chaz Princeton, one of my favorite characters of all time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaz it up, baby. All right. The dice is rolled. Now let's get underway for round number 2. Top 4 semifinals is underway here at Gamer Spanish Fork. King of Games Championship. Matt versus Ryan here. All right, let's see it. They can start whenever they want. Yeah. Cool. All right. So Matt won the die roll, so he is going to be going first here. And he is normal summoning DD Crow. Got to be an OSS target. There is Dominus Impulse coming down to negate the OSS, so let's see. That's gonna be Matt's turn. He's gonna set a card and pass. Yeah, if you summon DD Crow, that's televising to your opponent. Your hand is very weak. All right, we're gonna go. He is playing the Dinomorphia today. The beautiful Starlight waifu gang coming through. He's not playing Thunder Dragon. He's playing Dinomorphia, man. He does very well with this deck. He knows the deck very, very well. Very, very well. And this deck just has a very good matchup into every meta deck, dude. It really does. Like, a lot of the decks just, even though they can amass an absurd amount of power and, like, really, really good cards and advantage, once you turn off all their effects, they don't really have much to out 3 of the best fusion / synchro negates in the game. So, you know, Dinomorphia can cruise through, and Ryan has been showing that over the course of the last couple months here. He's been playing this deck at locals, at the OTS, at the case tournaments, and now also here in the King of Games Championship. He does couple it with the Labyrinth cards, because the Labyrinth cards do allow you to obviously get a lot of advantage with the trap cards that you play as well. You can tutor into a lot of really nasty cards that also help the Dinomorphia engine. So it's a really, really good combination. For those out there that are interested in Dinomorphia, I highly recommend combining with the Labyrinth cards. Alright, just gonna poke in, and probably gonna be a set 4 pass, knowing Dinomorphia. Set 1, set 2, set 3. Alright, there it is. Back over to plays back over to Matt. Let's see if Matt can get access to any cards to start his turn here, as he really did brick in that first turn. Summoning a DD Crow is not what you want to see. We do have Bonfire coming in to search in for the Snake Eyes Poplar, most likely. And let's see if he chooses to activate anything here. Okay, we're going to go for a big Welcome Labyrinth to special summon a Labyrinth to the field and then bounce one back. So probably going to be getting the Arius here. Nice. The Butler. And then Matt is going to be able to resolve his Bonfire here. And this is another thing that's really cool about coupling the cards together, is being able to reset your search card for the Dinomorphia engine is very, very nice. And the big welcome allows you to do that every turn. Alright, so we're going to Bonfire into Poplar. Poplar's going to activate to summon itself to the field. Let's see if Ryan has any cards activated in response here. He's going to go ahead and chain Silver Castle. Because a trap was activated this turn, you can just special summon it from the hand. Poplar's going to activate to search out a Sinful Spoils card. Or Snake Eyes, specifically, spell, not a Sinful Spoil. It's not that good. Could you imagine if Poplar said search a Sinful Spoils card? Good lord. Poplar searching Wanted? Man, that'd be disgusting. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get Divine Temple of the Snake Eyes, though. And probably just gonna activate that right away and get Big Poplar onto the board. Or Oak, both are good choices. Yeah, the token in the field center, the little slacking, just reminds me of Lebowski from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The guy that plays the Moki deck. You just gotta chill. Alright, so we're getting Big Poplar, aka Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Triple Tactics talent is coming in because we did activate some monster effects already during the main phase. So he's just gonna draw 2 because his hand is just not doing very well. So let's see if he can draw into something here to continue his board here. Because currently it's just a Poplar, and then a Snake Eyes Diabellstar to summon herself back. So he does have 2 bodies, and he drew into a Diabellstar. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see, chat. That's what you want to see. Drawing into a Snake Eyes Diabellstar. Going to activate the effect to attempt to set a Sinful Spoils card to the field. So probably going to be setting the Deception of the Sinful Spoils to get access to the Hollowed Azamina to unlock all of those Azamina fusions out of Rage of the Abyss. Some of the most powerful cards in the metagame right now. Those Azamina monsters, man. Those are so good. Oh, he's just going to set a Wanted. Okay. Can't activate it this turn because it is a quick play. But, let's see if maybe there's a way for him to send it again. He has the Deception in his hand. Perfect. So he's going to send that Wanted to the graveyard, and Wanted will just allow him to draw another card. Really, really good. So Deception is going to send the Poplar first because it's just a free body to get back onto the board. We're going to get our Hollowed Azamina. And then, I mean, technically he can Hollowed Azamina for the reinforcement of the Army Girl to search for a copy of Wanted, and then just go Wanted, Hollowed Azamina chain Wanted, because you can send the Wanted as cost for the Hollowed Azamina, and you'll still get to search. It's not a bad combo. But we're going to go Dinomorphia Frenzy, but he does have Dominus Impulse. Uh-oh. I'm surprised he set Dominus Impulse, but I guess he doesn't want to turn off any effects. If you play it from your hand, that's how you get the, you know, you can't activate the effects of wind, earth, and light monsters for the rest of the duel. Well, sometimes you can set a Dominus Impulse. Alright, here we go. Poplar is going to put Snake Eyes the Bellstar back there because she can just resummon herself and put Poplar right on back. Alright, looks like the Dominus resolves. So no Dinomorphia Frenzy. So no access to Rex Turb. Well, actually, he would probably go for the 6 first and then go to Rex Turb. So here comes Hallowed Azamina. Gonna be sending that Deception most likely, because the Deception can just reset itself in the end phase anyways. Very, very good, like, engineer. Oh, he's just going right for the negate. He doesn't want the search. He's just gonna send the Wanted. So he wants to draw now. He wants to draw the card now instead of searching for the Wanted off of the effect of the reinforcement of the army one. I forget the name of it. Sylvea or something. One's Ricialago and the other one's Solvea or whatever. But you guys know which ones I'm talking about. The level 6 Azaminas. One searches for a Sinful Spoils or Azamina card, and then the other one is an Omni Negate, attributing itself to negate any spell, trap, or monster effect your opponent activates. So either way, he's still going to be able to resolve a Wanted draw. It's just going to be one less, like, witch he could thin out of his deck if he chooses to do it this way. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Either way, it's just going to be like a 1-card difference. Larry with the burgers, man. Hungry burger. Yeah, these duelists are hungry today. That burger emote is very relevant for these duels today. These duelists are hungry for that King of Games title. So he's going to activate Snake Eyes Bellstar to summon herself to the monster zone by putting a monster from your graveyard back into the spell and trap zones. You always want to choose Poplar. Looking good right now, though. He's got 3 set cards still, though, to worry about. And, you know, Dinomorphia is a deck that plays a lot of really powerful trap cards because you play the Labyrinth. Obviously, you have the big welcomes and the welcome Labyrinths, but you also have stuff like Daruma Cannon. You can play Deck Devastation Virus. You can play Eradicator Epidemic Virus. You can also play Full Force Virus. Some people play Full Force in this stuff. But Daruma Cannon is obviously going to be the most powerful cards. But Matt's cruising right now. He's taking some space, some much needed space he needed from that last turn. We had to normal summon a DD Crow to start. All right, we're gonna go right into a Link 2 here. Probably gonna be a Nightmare Phoenix. That is always a good choice against a deck like this. Just get those trap cards out of the way. Main decking those DD Crows. Pretty good call for today because there's a lot of Yubel players that play in this tournament. So DD Crow is gonna be very, very powerful in all those matchups. This is another thing too, is like some of these cards that do get popped in the grave or sent to the grave, they do have effects in their graveyard as well. So that is one thing he does have to worry about. And I'm pretty sure Ryan plays transaction rollbacks as well, because that's another card that's always live, because you can always half your life points, right? All right, so we're gonna OSS. Probably Ash. Ash is not a bad call here. I don't know if he's on these Fire King monsters at all. We have not seen any Fire King cards yet, so I'm assuming he's not on them. Typically, you wouldn't play the Divine Temple if you're playing Snake Eyes Fire Key, because you would prefer to go into the Ponyx to get access to the Sanctuary into the Fire King Island. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon our Ash and attempt to activate here. No interruptions on Ryan's side, so we're going to go ahead and get our Oak in hand. I feel like I wouldn't have searched Oak here. I would have just no effect on Ash, so I could just like use Ash's effect to get Oak out of the deck to then Oak back the Ash and then Oak into Flamberge. So that way you have all of the Snake Eyes cards in rotation right now on this turn. But let's see if he has a way to get that Oak into the graveyard. It's like, yeah, it's follow-up for next turn, but I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to get it in now. But then you remember that, like, oh yes, they can summon from the hand too. Yeah, these Snake Eyes cards are so good. Lets you special summon from the hand or the deck, man. So good. Alright, so we're gonna go special summon Oak. Oak's gonna bring back Poplar, and then we're gonna go Oak into Flamberge out of the deck here. And Matt is cruising, man. He's got all of his pieces in rotation here. Let's see where these other two trap cards set on Ryan's side of the field are going to make any type of impact. But as of right now, Matt's in the driver's seat. He is got the Omni Negate out very early, and now he's going into the full Snake Eyes line here. So, and he can just go right into Princess. I mean, he could honestly try, depending on what those trap cards are, he might just be able to OTK here. He might be able to just go into a Raging Phoenix Zealantis line to just win the game right here. We'll see though, because with only 2 monsters in play, he's going to be culling 3 times, so he could pop the whole board. We'll see what Matt goes with this one. It really just depends on what those last 2 trap cards are, because you can only negate one of them, and he does have to worry about effects in the graveyard as well. So Ryan's not in the worst position right now. He's not in the best of positions, but he is currently like, he's chilling. He's getting ready to chaz it up. All right, so we're gonna go right into a Promethean Princess here. We're gonna activate our Flamberge Dragon to special summon our Oak and our Ash back to the field. And next up, we're gonna go ahead and probably just go right into a Raging Phoenix here. I guess you could technically like Flamberge a monster off the board if you want to. There is that. But you could also just leave it for damage because it's 3k. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it really depends on what those trap cards are, man. It really depends, because like if those trap cards are nothing, then Matt is just gonna win right here with a Zealantis combo. He's going right in here. He does. This is Zealantis. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Activate that Zealantis effect to attempt to re-special summon all monsters on the field to different zones into the positions of your choice. And we're gonna activate Princess here, and we're gonna. Yeah, I would have put the monster on the other side of the field. That way he could put Princess and Phoenix together. He's only gonna. I mean, it doesn't really matter. He only needs to be co-linked. He really technically only needs to be co-linked 1 time here. But he could have had a triple co-link if you put the Flamberge on the other side of the board. But he's gonna lose. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter because the damage on these 3 monsters is still absurd because he's gonna gain 3,000. It doesn't really matter. That's just game 1 right there. Nicely done. Very good. Nice job, Matt. That was incredible. Incredible. Salamangreat Raging Phoenix coming in clutch. I always get a kick out of when I play people with Salamangrates and then I use Raging Phoenix and I relink it for itself to use the effect to search for any Salamangrate card, and my opponents always go, "What? That card has another effect?" Yeah, it does. When you play it in the actual deck it's built for, it has an actually really good effect. It lets you search for any Salamangrate card from your deck to your hand. But, you know, 99% of the time you just see it in a Snake Eye OTK. So, a lot of players don't realize that the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix has an effect to search cards. Very nicely done there by Matt on game 1. Those traps just must have not been anything relevant or anything enough to stop that onslaught. Yeah, once once that Zealantis hit the board and it resolved, that was it, man. Writing was on the wall for Ryan in game number 1. All right, you must be, I mean, if you're Matt, you're feeling really, really good right now after that game, especially like breaking that hard in game 1, where you literally have to summon EDD Crow to try and start a play. I mean, if I was Matt, I'd be feeling really good right now after that game. Like, that's how bad, I was the start of my duel, and then I took it into that OTK status on the next turn. Like, heck yeah, man. Nicely done, Matt. Nicely done. That's a very good, very, very good player. One of the best in Utah for sure. All right, looks like Ryan is all sided up. Moving a couple more cards here. Probably take out a lot of those hand traps against this deck that aren't, you know, the one-for-one trades like Ash and Ogre. Definitely stuff like Dominus is really good in this matchup. But yeah, if you're playing Fuvalos, Perulia, just take them out. Do not need those against this trap decks. Here we go, chat. Game number 2 of our top 4 King Games Championship here at Game Spanish Fork, Utah. We're starting off with the good old QCR Pot of Duality. Revealing an Imperm, a big welcome, and the Dinomorphia starter girl. Obviously want to take that card for sure, because that is going to set up the combo. So we're just going to drop her down and attempt to dump. And he's got the Imperm. There it is. All right. Does he have a crossout designator? No crossout. All right. We are going to activate good old lovely lady of the Silver Castle. Yeah, she can activate here. It's just if a normal trap card was activated. So, summon on down. Okay. We're gonna set 2 and pass. Alright, let's see if he can get into his Darumas here. There's gonna be a draw phase for Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. And he's gonna chain Cosmic Cyclone as well to attempt to banish one of these set cards. The Dinomorphia Frenzy, that's a big hit. Does he have any chains? Nope. Alright, lets it resolve. That's 1,000 life points off Matt, but totally worth it. Cosmic Cyclone is, in my opinion, the best spell and trap removal ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just being able to banish any card is so powerful. I mean, banishing cards gets around a lot of effects anyways. Most stuff in this game just kind of like rely on like destruction, sending, but banishing is not, still in 2024, not a common thing, right? Of like, oh yeah, I don't care if you banish my spells and traps, I'll just get them back. That's not really a thing, right? Very few cards interact with that banish pile to just freely add stuff back. Alright, we go. Going right into the main phase here, discarding the Flamberge from hand to special summon Yubel Star. And let's see if he chooses to just set Hollowed Azamina, or not Hollowed Azamina, Deception of the Sinful Spoils to get into the Hollowed. Yep, I'm gonna set Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Nice. Francisco's in the finals, man. Holy moly. We just got word Francisco's in the finals. Alright, we got Deception. Francisco does 2-0 that fast. That's crazy. Against Andrew 2, who was on that fiendsmith Yubel. Wow. Whew. But you feel good. Francisco's feeling really good right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and activate Deception to search out our Hollowed Azamina. And now we're going to go and access... I mean, I guess you could just... Do you need to search with the searcher, or can you just go right to the negate here? I could see an argument for both. Oh, Francisco just won his match. Alright, so we are going to go into the searcher. I mean, the searcher's good because you get OSS. OSS will get you into the Snake Eyes cards. Because you can just... See, the good thing about this line is you can just send the fusion away because you can shuffle back the fusion with Hollowed Azamina, but it's probably smarter to do the Omni Negate first just to make sure that he doesn't have some sort of interruption to play around the OSS. But maybe he doesn't need the cards. Maybe he already has Ash or Poplar in his hand because he had not normal summoned yet. He just sent that OSS right away to the graveyard. The OSS can get him a search. Wanta could also get him a draw. We have another Cosmic Cyclone picked up. That's 2 traps gone on Ryan's field here. What will Ryan... He didn't chain the first one. And here comes Big Welcome on a chain. The last card in his hand is Ash Plus. Okay. All right, man. Ash coming in on the Big Welcome is a huge ouch on Ryan's side. Big momentum loss there on his side because now we're just going to go OSS and then we're going to go ahead and just get Flambridge back and get access to our Ash, and now we're going full Snake Eyes combo here. Hopefully, Ryan has an Ash or Veiler or something in his hand to stop this Ash. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he has the negate on his side. So I don't know, man. I think Matt can just quickly cruise through and go into full Snake Eyes combo here, man. I think this might be it already. We'll see. We'll see. Ryan's only got one card in hand, and he's got just one Dinomorphia monster on the field. And Matt is just going in full combo. So we're going to activate the Divine Temple to get access to our big Snake Eyes Yubel star. Then we'll send... we'll activate Ash to bring out Oak. Oak to bring back the monster. Oak to bring out the Flamberge. And then we're just going to link climb and go probably into another Zealantis Oak TK. That's my prediction. Yeah, Matt is cruising right now, man. He's totally in the driver's seat. He has all the gas he ever needed. Having that Ash Blossom as the final card in the hand was just absolutely beautiful. Keeping that instead of using it on the activation of the duality last turn. Very, very good. But sometimes it's smart to keep hand traps on your turn, man. Especially in certain matchups. You know, for me, a lot of decks I play against, yeah, that end on like crucial end pieces that are like negators or omnis on the field, I like to hold imperms for my turn so I can just force them out on my turn. Just be like, okay, imperm you, force your omni negate out because they have to, and then you can just play under it. Just keep going. A very good job holding onto the Ash here, man. Very good job. Because like, what are you gonna? Who cares about a polyduality, right? Maybe if it was an extravagance, it'd be a little bit of a different argument, but or not extravagance, prosperity. The one lets you excavate up to 6. All right, we're gonna go Anima here just to get a link. Activate. Snake Eyes Yubel star. Dude. Okay, you have to put that back there. He's just getting ahead of himself. He's like, I know where I'm going with this line, but he's just like, first off, you can't summon that just like that. Of course. Congrats. Okay. Yeah, he's got access to the Yubel star to put herself up to the monster zone. Dark is totally fine because there are dark monsters there in the grave. I think. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Just gonna go right into a princess. And we're gonna go princess, bring back our Flamberge dragon. And we can use Flamberge's effects if he chooses to. I don't really think he needs to. Is this enough for game right here? Because he put the dude in the spell and trap zone already. He does have to... she can summon herself down to the field because their trap card was activated. The big welcome. Because the Ash doesn't negate the activation, it negates the effect. So because the effect activation wasn't negated, you can activate that. But then, of course, you can just negate with the dude. Let's see, that should still be enough. 3,000, 2,700, 2,800. And field spell boosts that thing up to like 19. So that's more than enough to tie for game. Matt takes it in a 2-0 over Ryan's Dinomorphia there. Matt is moving on to the finals to fight Francisco. Holy smokes, man. That's it. Crazy. Matt coming in and bringing the heat, dude. Bringing the heat. Showing those Snake Eyes cards. Whew. Just so good, man. Just so good. That was game 2. Yeah. 2-0. Yep. Alright, so we got our finals coming up here very, very shortly. It's gonna be Matt and Francisco, guys. All right, we'll give us just a few minutes here to get everybody set up here for the final round of the King of Games Championship. It's going to be Matt and Francisco. Yep. Sure. All right. So we're just going to be taking a quick little lunch break before the final round starts. So I'm going to just sit back and enjoy my cup of tea and answer any questions you guys might have, or we can also just shoot and chat, you know? Really incredible stuff there in that round. Like, holy moly. Matt just absolutely blew it out of the water there. Both of those games, Ryan just couldn't get into his Dinomorphia extra deck ever. Very, very good. Matt just had the Cosmics, he had the Dominuses, like he had all the outs to stop those cards. But big shout out to Ryan though for making it here and just kicking butt throughout the year, and also, you know, playing something off the wall, you know. He's the only one that came today, I believe, that is not playing a like tier 1 deck. So big shout out to Ryan, man, for making it not only into this King of Games Championship playing Dinomorphia, but making it to the top 4 playing the Dinomorphia. So that is a big accomplishment in and of itself, because you know, that's not Yubel, it's not Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, it's not Spire King, it's not Tenpai, Dinomorphia, you know. So big shout out to him, man. That's really, really amazing. Big shout out to Ryan.
I didn't know is the finals, first game, but second is a redemption next year's King of Games tournament.
Oh, so they get an invite back? Cool. I know first got an invite back, but second gets an invite back too.
So that's what we decided is we're gonna let first is gonna go to the YCS theirs,
Yep.
second place. So first is gonna invite back. It's gonna be the
Okay.
second.
Okay, so the first place is gonna get obviously the YCS, but they're not getting a guaranteed invite to next year. The second place
We're gonna give it the
duelist.
redemption because otherwise it feels bad.
I like that. So second place gets to get a guaranteed spot for
That's
next
what we're
year.
doing on that.
I like that.
Each of them gets something.
That's a good mix-up. That's a good mix-up. And remember, the first place also gets free Yu-Gi-Oh! For all of 2025 at Game Grid Spanish Fork. So any event, every local, every sneak peek, every OTS championship, regional championships, you name any event that they host here through their store, first place winner will get free entry all year long, as well as a funded trip to a YCS in 2025. And it could be anywhere. Could be in the US, could be international, doesn't matter. So but yeah, duelists are taking a lunch break right now. We'll have the final match coming up very, very, very shortly after they finish their lunch. Good job, Matt. That was incredible. I know, like, because it's just like, if you resolve all the fusions, man, you're in trouble. But I was like, I felt so happy for you, man. After seeing, like, turn 1, you just, like, summoned Crow, and you just OSS negate, and I was like, oh, no, it's over. And then you were able to claw back and go straight in. Like, that made me feel so good, dude. Uh-huh, I could tell. You were just, like, your spirits were lifted up, and you were just dialed in, man. Good stuff, dude. Of course. What QCR from Quarter Century Bonanza am I most excited for? Jinzo. 100%. Jinzo's my favorite card of all time. I actually just got one. I'll show it off very soon on the channel. I just worked out a deal with someone and I got a Jinzo because we never pulled one. Sadly, we pulled Blue Eyes, we pulled Dark Magician Girl, and we pulled Demok, Black Luster Soldier, but we never pulled the Jinzo out of any of the stuff. So I was able to get a Jinzo. After that, it's definitely Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar is one of my favorite cards of all time. So Morphing Jar, I got that in QCR. I got Cyber Jar QCR. Pretty much got all my favorites in QCR from the Bonanza. You know, because they're just so cool. And I can't wait for the next one. The next one comes out in April 2025. And it's going to be, it's called Stampede. Birdie Collection Stampede or something like that. That's gonna be cool. I'm excited for that one because this first first one with the nostalgia cards was such a huge success, and I gotta get. We're gonna go very heavy into the next one, very heavy, because I only did like a couple. I only did like 3 or 4 boxes of the Bonanza for myself because they are way more expensive than normal Yu-Gi-Oh products are. Konami upcharges them like crazy, and secondly, just like I'll be very honest, I was a little shaken by Rarity Collection 2 being such a bad product that my faith in the next one got kind of like knocked down a bit, because I was just like, man, if they do that again, oh dear. Oh dear, Konami. But they didn't. They blew it out. It's like literally the best product of all time, man. In my opinion, Bonanza is the best product ever made. Ever. So I can't wait for Stampede, man. We're gonna go heavy in that. I'm gonna probably do 2 cases of that one, man, for the channel. We're going to give away a lot of stuff from that product as well to our Patreon people, to our channel members as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Super stoked. And of course, we'll booster box battle with Brian again on that one. Chibi Changa, what's up? How's your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff going? I just read your message. We're just taking our little lunch break before we get into the finals. These matches have been crazy cool, man. Crazy good. Definitely make sure to like the stream as you guys are tuning in. If you haven't liked it yet, definitely drop the likes. Helps us out a lot. Just subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel as well. And real quick, though, I want to give some more shout-outs. First off, shout-out to the store, Gamer Scanner Sport. Obviously, to the owner, Jessica, and to Brian for being such amazing hosts, doing this stuff, hosting these events, and just being the best place for Yu-Gi-Oh! ever, dude. Just thank you guys so much for that. Big shout out to all the members of our Patreon, especially our Blue Eyes White Dragon tier, Austin Winch, our Moon tier, Zephyros, all of our Kings of Devastation.
Best food, guys.
Shout outs to Bruno. Him and I are going to YCS Anaheim next week. Yep, him and I are going to be playing at YCS Anaheim. And big shout out to all of our channel members of the Rescue Squad. Thank you guys so much. And then finally, a big thank you, massive shout out to all the members of the Devastator Squad, all of you guys who have subscribed to this channel and watch our stuff. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you all. Can't do anything without you guys. And the biggest shout out I want to give is to all of the duelists in Utah competing today in the King of Games Championship. Big shout out to all of the top 8 duelists for just grinding it out over the course of this year to qualify for this event. And they are just crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. And we got also a big thank you to Bryant for our judge today. Big thank you for Bryant being our judge. Bryant's an incredible judge. Better than Rarity 1? Absolutely. Absolutely. Rarity 1 doesn't even come close to Bonanza. I think Bonanza is the best product ever, man. It's a product that appeals to meta players and collectors. Like, not just like a couple cards worth, but I mean like the entire set is like, the main set appeals to all the like meta guys, and then all of the nostalgia pool appeals to all collectors of all ages and generations, right? Because they chose 25 years of cards from every major core block of Yu-Gi-Oh! In that 200 card pool. So like they did a great job. Like that set is just what you want to see from a company to make for their game. Like just beautiful. You having some fun duels? You guys, what kind of decks you guys playing? We ended up being able to go? Yes, sir. We are going. I tried my best to get the VIP qualifier invites, but sadly I lost to Bruno in the last run. So I didn't, I got second place. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But him and I are going next week. We gotta start grinding this next week, man. I gotta start figuring out Raziel and Malice, because those decks are really, really, really good. But that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm taking Salamandrates for sure. That's the only deck I like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Actually, I like Exosisters a lot too, but I'm not as good with Exosisters as I am with Salamandrates. Just because I have a lot of experience from 2019 with Salamandrate, and a lot of the stuff Salamandrate does now is very similar to back then. You know, just trying to like put out a crap ton of Link stuff and then end on a Baguska with some trap cards. It's the same strategies you did in 2019. Citizen Z, what's up? So good to see you, my friend. Welcome, and how you doing today? But yeah, Larry, thank you so much for being a huge pivotal, you know, backbone help of me being able to go to the YCS. You know, if it wouldn't have been for you and for Zeph and Captain Leif and a couple other of our Patreons, man, I couldn't have gone. So thank you guys so much for supporting and, you know, just bringing that love and helping me get everything together, get the cards, get the deck, get the travel, all that stuff. So big shout out, man, to the Patreon subscribers, guys. You guys do so much to help support us. Yeah, they got some nice food coming in, man. They got baby back ribs here for all the duelists. That's another cool thing about Game Grade. Every time they host events, man, they always cater food. Either Jessica like home makes a bunch of stuff for everybody, or they'll cater in like incredible like restaurants and things like that. Like they take really good care of the people here, man. It's amazing. I have never ever seen a store in my life do that. Like just cater food all the time to their players. Like it's really cool. Promising you'll have a good time, or else I'll have a great time, dude. We're gonna vlog the whole experience. We'll be obviously we'll be making like a video announcement about some stuff coming up on the channel, as well as talking about going to Anaheim, so people get a chance to meet me out there that are going. And I'm gonna be bringing some booster packs and boxes and tins with me, because we're gonna do some like booster pack battles with people from the audience. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then of course we'll do stuff with Bruno while he's there too, because he also is a Yu-Gi-Oh creator. Yeah, I'll have a great time. I'll have a great time. Yeah, originally I was going to go to the YCS to play Time Wizard. I was not going to play the modern format. I was going to play Edison and bring my Gladiator Beasts, but I decided against. I decided let's play the modern. I cannot eat them. That's right. Thank you. You can go for some ribs right now. You can have mine. You can have my portion. Oh man. Yeah, we're just on break right now for those tuning in. Duelists are all just having some lunch and stuff before we get into the finals coming up here. It's gonna be Francisco and Matt going at it. I think Francisco's on Tenpai, so it's gonna be Tenpai versus Snake Eyes, I believe. But I think he's the only one that brought Tenpai today. So I believe it was Yubel, Snake Eyes, Dinomorphia, and Tenpai. I think those were the 8 decks that qualified for today. Got a bunch of people playing Star Wars Unlimited right now over there on this table next to me. They host Star Wars here every Saturday morning. For those that are interested in Star Wars Unlimited, Gamer does it every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. It's a fun game. I love it a lot myself. It's a very, very fun game. I don't play it a lot, but I play it from time to time. It's a pretty cool game. Very cheap too. Very, very cheap to like have a top tier deck. I come here, I obviously play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh here, I play One Piece here, I play Star Wars here, I'm learning Union Arena, I'm going to learn Digimon soon. Obviously, we're trying to start Pokemon down here as well, because I love Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon literally since it came out. So I'm excited to start Pokemon here at some point. This is really cool, man. Really, really cool. Really proud of all the duelists, dude. Oh yes, Magic. Yes. They're trying to suck me into Commander, and I'll probably try Commander out every once in a while. I just love card games. I just like learning and playing anything, man. It's so much fun. As far as like content coverage goes, I don't think I would cover any other game other than Pokemon. You guys might start seeing Pokemon videos on the channel from time to time. But the other games I just like to play. How's it going? It's going good. Good to see you. How's it going with you guys and the puppies? Yeah, we're chilling. They're taking a lunch break before we get into the final round. These games have been crazy cool, crazy good. Ooh, we got people checking out the Pokemon slabs right next to us. If you guys haven't seen the video yet we did on Game Grid Spanish Fork on the channel, definitely check it out after this tournament. You guys will see some really cool stuff in that video for all the card games. Like, you will see the holy grail of cards for pretty much all of the card games as well. They got quite a collection here. Yeah, I got some people going through the Pokemon slabs right next to us. I think my favorite thing here is their PSA first edition Shadowless Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise from base set 1. Those are beautiful pieces. They also have a Black Lotus here, and a lot of other crazy stuff. Little pennies in the Bjorn, cute. What other card games do you guys play, chat? What do you guys like to play other than Yu-Gi-Oh? Or are you guys diehard Yu-Gi-Oh fans only? It's Yu-Gi-Oh or death for me. Alright, we got the finals coming up. They are ready to go. All right, the duelists are getting ready for the finals, guys. You ready? Andres, what's up, dude? You like Star Wars Unlimited? You can connect to the cards more. That's true. With it being Star Wars, yeah, it's really easy to connect to. I feel you. That's what got me into it right away. I was like, oh, dude, Star Wars? Easy. Easy. Hey guys, definitely make sure to like the stream as you're tuning in, please, and thank you. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Marvel Snap's cool. That's a cool one, man. That is a cool one. All right. I think we're ready to head on over to the feature match table, guys, for the finals of the King of Games Championship at Game Grid Spanish Fork in Spanish Fork, Utah. We got Matt and Francisco coming in for the final game here. They just got sat down, shuffled up, and they're just getting ready for the judge to give a couple explanations before they start their game. We got the beautiful illustration rare slacking out again as well. Matt rocking that beautiful slacking illustration rare from Surging Sparks. And these beautiful play mats. Snake Eyes for Matt. So there's the handshake. Duels are ready to go. Here we go, chat. This is it. The final mat. It's Matt Pimentel versus Francisco Rivera. Two of the best duelists in this state. And I'm so excited to showcase these duelists today. Matt is on Snake Eyes, and Francisco is on Tenpai. So looks like we're going to start off with a shifter. And we got Side Frame Gear Gamma. Ash Blossom into a called by. Dude, welcome to Hand Trap mini game. This is Master Duel right here, dude. Holy moly. This is Joshua Schmidt's level of Yu-Gi-Oh right here. All right, we got Wanted coming in though as Chainlink 4 to search for the Bellstar. Wow, dude, what a start. Shifter into Gamma, Ash, called by into a Wanted. Starting out with 2 free bodies. Man, Matt must feel really good right now and to start off the finals like that. That's crazy, dude. And Gamma's a one of, chat. Gamma is a one of. That's crazy. Hard drew the Gamma to turn off that Shifter. And we're going to go ahead and send that driver away to activate our Witch to get into our Deception of the Sinful Spoils to start off our duel. What a crazy opening for Matt, man. Absolutely insane. What a beautiful start. Had all the cards to out that hand. And let's see. See if Francisco has any other interruptions here. So if you're Matt here, you're going to want to get to that negate as fast as you possibly can because the Gamma, I mean, if Francisco's on Nibiru, the Gamma does count as 2 monsters being summoned. So he's already like counting down those 5 monsters very, very quickly. So let's see what he goes into here. All right, so we're going to go Hallowed Azamina to most likely send our Deception. See if he has a Dominus to negate this. Doesn't like there's any interruptions in that hand at all. It's just like a Magnamud and a couple Tenpai cards, but we'll see. All right, so we're just going to go right into the negate here. Going right into the negate. Oh no, this is the Searcher. That when she's summoned, summoned, you can just search your deck for any Sinful Spoils or Azamina card. Here's where you're gonna search for your OSS, so you could get access to the next fusion summon, which is going to be the negate. Then OSS will get you access to the Snake Eyes cards via just searching out the Ash. And yeah, Matt's on a very, very good start here, guys. Very, very good start. All right, so we can go ahead and activate the Hallowed Azamina in the graveyard. Allows you to shuffle back the fusion, so you can just fusion summon again. Very, very good mechanic, allowing you to just kind of recycle your fusions to get access to the fusion spell again, because the fusion spell is not once per turn.
He had a crazy freaking...
Drawing the Gamma was God mode, man. With called by as well. That's crazy good.
Holy crap.
Crazy good hand to start. Crazy hand. He does have the Magnamut there, so he could banish either of the Psy-Frame cards, because they're both lights. So we'll discard banishing the driver to special summon Magnamut. Magnamut will trigger on a new chain to search during the end phase for any dragon monster. He's declaring the effect now, but he has to resolve first. There we go. All right, so here we go. I think you just Hallowed Azamina again into the negate and just start going into the Snake Eyes cards. Shuffle back, use your OSS, and use your Wanted to draw. Just start going crazy, you know. Obviously, you want to use the Wanted last. You want to thin out all of the Snake Eyes cards first. You don't draw them. You want to draw into your hand traps. You want to draw into the Imperm, things like that. I don't know if Matt's on any crossouts. Not sure crossout would really be relevant right now at this point in the game if you were to draw it. But we're going to go ahead and use Wanted, shuffle back the Deception to draw a card. And then we could use, obviously, the Hallowed Azamina. Maybe he's just trying to, like, draw into it. I don't know. Like, either way, he has access to the line. Yeah, he can just go straight for the negate here. Sending that OSS to the grave. Yep. Good. Very good. Okay, there's the negator. Got a bonfire in his hand too. Holy moly. He's just got everything. His hand was just cooking. His hand was insane, man. Bonfire, Wanted, called by Omega. Bro, let's go. Dude, Matt is opened up a god hand to start off game number 1 of these finals, guys. Holy crap. Yeah, we're gonna normal summon Snake Eyes Ash, activate effect. There's no other interruptions at all in Francisco's hands. His hand is just Tenpai cards. So Matt is gonna go full combo here. He's gonna set up the full board with the Whale, Princess, Flamberge, IP, the SP. I mean, he does play the Snake Eyes Bellstar, so he could also end on a Hope Harbinger if he chooses to get a spell negate, to negate a Kaiba and Wrestling and Summoning. So let's see where he goes here. See where he goes here with this line. Alright, so we're going to get our Divine Temple off of the Poplar. Divine Temple will most likely be activated to get our Snake Eyes Yubel out of the deck, which will then give him access to that level 8. Because I have not seen him with any Fire King cards, no fiendsmith cards. I think he's just playing pure Snake Eyes, man. I think he's just playing pure Snake Eyes. There's nothing wrong with that. These cards are still just as cracked as they ever were when they first came out at the start of the year. Alright, so Poplar's going to set itself there. I'm going to go ahead and activate Ash to get Oak. Yeah, if he can end on the Omni plus Hope Harbinger plus IP plus Amblo Will, I don't really think Francisco can do too much with just 3 cards. Oh, he's going to have 4 cards because he's going to search at Magnamut, but he will have a Druid Swarm to start. Which is not bad, because he does have another target in the grave to banish via the, unless he has one in his hand already. Like, definitely saw the Pydra in his hand, but if he has another Bestial in his hand, then he can banish the IP when he goes to place with Flamberge, and that would be really, really big. That would be the best place to interrupt this combo. I feel like Francisco, he had to play it out early, though, because he needs to search, but the negate is there. So let's see if, see what he searches here. Being able to access an Omni... Oh, he's just going to go into Fuko. He says, I don't need to set up a big board. I'm just going to, like, have a Fuko here, and I can't die by anything you do, and then I'll just OTK you. Very big. So Fuko's a very, very good card. So Fuko, doesn't know what this card does. You detach material. It can't be destroyed by card effects at all. And then if you detach a material from it, it can't be destroyed by battle. Take no damage with it. So it's literally just like a turn skipper versus Tenpai. Because they can't just Dark Hole you. They obviously cannot go in and just like try to OTK you with their synchro lines. So Fuko is one of the best cards that you can make against this deck if you have access to rank 1s. All right, Genroku is the search. Probably one of the better ones to pick up here. Gives him another tuner access. And then we'll special summon the Genroku. And he can choose to Synchro here. Obviously, you can use the Divine Temple to bring up the Snake Eyes because the monster was summoned to his opponent's board. Let's see if he's choosing to Synchro here or special summon, because Genroku can do either. You can become a tuner and you can modulate the level, or you can obviously distribute it to special summon a Tenpai from your deck. You can get access to like a Pydra to search now and have another spell card. But he does have that negate. But if you're mad, I don't think you would negate the Genroku. I think you would negate whatever card he tries to activate to get deeper into the Tenpai strategy. Probably like the field spell or a Sangan Kaiman. Because the field spell's at 1. Kaiman is once per turn, so I don't feel like negating the Genroku really matters. Alright, so we draw for turn. And drew a Mulch Army. Can't use that now. Does have Pydra and Genroku. But yeah, that Fuko is a big problem, man. That Fuko is a big problem. Sounds good, Blazing. Appreciate that. Thank you. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. Alright, so we're going to go IP Masquerena to quick Link Summon. Formula Synchron of Link monsters. And most likely just going to go right to an SP Little Knight here. SP, because it was summoned using a monster from next deck and can banish any card from the field or graveyard. So Magnamut's not a bad card to banish here, because it's a level 6. Because you don't want to do the Genroku because the Genroku will just trigger it, so it'll just quick effect tribute itself. I'm not sure. But he's going to go for it. He's going to force the Genroku activation here, potentially. He does have one in his hand, so he's just going to chain effect special. And then he can negate. Okay, so we go negate it here. Interesting. Alright. So that set card must be an Imperm or a Dominus. If he chooses to negate that effect with the Omni. I mean, it's a good trade though, because it's a body for a body, right? Like the Genroku goes to the graveyard. Because the fusion doesn't destroy, it only negates, but Genroku has to tribute itself, so you do get a monster off of his field. So it's not a bad thing. In the slightest. Hello to you, Blazing. Alright, let's see what Francisco can cook up here. And that Fuko is just such a big threat against Tenpai. Alright, we're gonna normal summon Pydra to attempt to search or set a Sangan spell card. It could be Kaiman or summoning. Let's see if he chooses to negate this or not. I don't know. I feel like his set card is a Dominus. But actually, I don't know. He would have Dominus the Magnamut though, right? If he was going for a Fuko line, I probably would have negated the Magnamut with a Dominus. It might be an Imperm. He might have an Imperm set then. He's gonna chain SP though as Chainlink 2 to banish the Pydra. And then he's gonna Imperm as well. So it's gonna be a big trade. The Pydra's gonna get banished, but it's also gonna be negated on Chainlink 3. So there's gonna be no search. And then we're gonna go Fuko, detach those materials, and he cannot die. And then Poplar will trigger to place a monster in the spell trap zone, so we're gonna put Oak there. Because then now when he does continue to play into the field, Oak will just summon himself up to the Divine Temple to bring out Ash or Poplar, and then just keep on going. We'll just continue to get a lot of bodies. So, Matt doing a very, very good job playing through this Tenpai matchup right now, starting off with that Fuko, instead of going for the traditional play with the Ambler Whale and all that stuff. He might not be on Ambler Whale, but I would imagine he probably has it in his extra deck, because he's not playing the fiendsmith cards. But we're just going to go and end our turn. We're going to get our SP and our Pydra back. And, alright, here we go. Fuko did its job. So we did get the read. It was an Imperm down there. Because, yeah, I feel like he would have Dominus right away if he had it against the Magnamut. So. Alright, so we can start things off with Hallowed as Amina. Because it can shuffle back the fusions in the graveyard as well to add it back to your hand. So you can just get access again to your Omni Negate on your turn. Pretty good. Pretty good. Obviously, you do need a Sinful Spoils spell or trap card to send in addition to activating the Hallowed as Amina. It doesn't take monsters. Technically, you could fusion summon them, but you don't. You cheat it out with the Sinful Spoils cards. Because you only need to send one for those level 6s. Weird how that made that work. It's one for every 4 levels. But the 6s are in between. So I remember when they first announced these, people were like, so does the 6 need 2 or 1? But it's 1. Only the 8s need 2. Alright, so we're going to go right into a Princess here. Fuko did its job. It did a turn skip against the Tenpai player. So now we're going to go in. He's got the dead Genroku in hand and a dead Molcharmy in hand. So Ash is going to go ahead and send the Oak to get into our Flambridge here. And then I'm smelling a OTK here from good old World Dragon Z Lantis chat. I don't know about you, but that's what I'm thinking that Matt's going to go into here. Because he does, I mean, he can place with Flambridge, he can put something in the spell and trap zone, get rid of the Pydra. And then, yeah, we can go right to Raging Phoenix here, and then we can go into Zealantis, and this should be game 1 going to Matt here. The only thing I could see going for... Oh, got 3 bodies, man, for free. Snake Eyes, dude. The only thing I could see happening for Francisco on his side is if when the Magnum gets sent away, off being the Princess Pop, if he chooses to go into this line, you know, if for some reason he does, he can go. If he pops that, then he will still have no cards, so he can't even use the Molcharmy because the Pydra's in the spell and trap card zone. Because those Molcharmy, so you have to control no cards, spells, traps, and monsters. So this is huge. Putting that monster in the spell and trap card zone, turning off a potential Molcharmy, because like if you can Molcharmy into a Nibiru off the first summon, maybe when he uses the Princess effect, you know, Molcharmy, and then oh, I'd hop deck Nib. Let's go. Nib is very relevant in a board like this right now. But good job on Matt. You know, being aware of potential situations like that, putting a monster in the spell and trap card zone to just basically just make this, I would imagine, a win in his favor right now. But we'll see. Looks like he's trying to continue to do stuff with these extra decks. He does those 3 monsters. They're all boosted up, by the way. Remember that field spell does give all those Snake Eyes guys 1100 or 1200, something like that. 11 or 1200 attack boost. But they're big monsters for being just level 1s. They're huge. They are very big. Yeah, he's thinking really hard about what to go into in his extra deck here. Okay, gonna link away the Poplar and the Oak into Nightmare. Oh, I mean, yeah, you get to draw a card, but okay, well, we'll see. We'll see if this bites him in the butt or not, man. I think that's just, I think we're spinning our wheels right now. But I mean, the co-link is good, you know, obviously, but you get that arrow. He gives you an arrow going sideways as well, so you do like an extra co-link potential here, but you don't really need it because the Zealantis like will co-link with the Princess or the Phoenix anyways to get the pop. But I don't know, him sending away that he's doing math to see if he has enough here before having to like use any other effects, because that's 25, 28, 18, and 19, I think, something like that. He has to crash through a Magnum, but Magnum's got 25, I think. Pretty big monster. So, just calculating some math. There's no worries for time. These guys have no time. Just play to play. No stress for the clocks. I'm very interested on the Phoenix play there, the Nightmare Phoenix play there. I guess that works. I guess that'll do it for game 1. So he used the Snake Eyes Yubel Star, attacked into the Magnemite. It sends them both away. Oh, she crashed. She crashed. So it's a suicide. It counts as a destruction, but fires, the Raging Phoenix will come out, getting the 2500 boost off of the Snake Eyes Yubel Star. So he is more than enough attack per game. So he didn't even need to use the Zealantis there. Good heads up on that part too. So either way, you would have been fine. All right, so that was a very good game 1 there. Matt took game 1 there. Very, very just incredible job playing the Fuko on turn 1 instead of just trying to like go into the full combo. Just let's go Fuko and let's see what Francisco decides to do. I still can't believe that opening though. That opening was one of the craziest things I've ever got to see on our streams, man. Shifter, Sideframe Omega, Ash Blossom, Called By, Chain Wanted. Wow, what a way to start a duel, man. Get to resolve Wanted and negate shifter and summon 2 bodies. That's pretty good. That's pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh right there, man. That's pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh right there. I'm sure Matt's feeling really good right now going into this game number 2. But Francisco is Francisco's been on fire today as well. Obviously, he's in the finals, and I think he's ready to claw back in this next game. Yeah. I don't know, it's just such a crazy start, man. Such a crazy start to me, because it's like 2 one-ofs. You really gotta think about that. Called by and Gamma are both one-ofs. And he didn't draw the Gamma with the driver, so it's like, bruh. Amazing. But we're getting into game number 2 here of the final round of the King of Games Championship here at Gamers Challenge 4. It's Matt on Snake Eyes versus Francisco with Tenpai. Very, very excited to see what's going to happen here in game 2. I know Francisco is one of those players who doesn't just force everybody to go first. As Tenpai, I have seen him play first before as well, so we'll see what happens in this matchup here. He's very heavily trying to side, so. That's the beauty of Tenpai, though. It's a deck where you can really mind game your opponent into like, what are they going to do? Are they going to make me start? Are they going to choose to start? And if so, what are the cards they're going to even play if they go start? Do they play Solemns? Do they play Floodgates? You know, like, you got to really think, because like the flexibility of the Tenpai's back row is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, looks like Francisco is ready to go, shuffling up here for game number 2. So here we go, chat. Game number 2. Got that beautiful illustration rare slacking, man. It just makes me giggle. It's so funny. It's one of the most like simplest illustration rares in Pokemon, man. It's literally just grass and a slacking. There's nothing else on the card. Usually illustration rares are like crazy ornate and have all these like things going on, but slacking's just like, I'm taking a nap in the field, get off me, I'm chilling. Don't worry about it. Just a monkey in a field, man. All right, here we go. Game number 2 is underway. Let's see if Francisco is choosing to start. No, it looks like he's going to go second, because that is a Molcharmy Kulos coming down. Matt have any response to that Molcharmy? He's considering something. Okay, we're going to just... Okay, it looks like a repeat of the semifinals. We just had a normal summon DD Crow to activate OSS. Let's see. So it was a Perulia. So Perulia's not as scary. But oh my god, he does have Fuvalos. All right, here we go. Chaining Fuvalos as well. So we do have Perulia and Fuvalos on the stack for this turn. So every time Matt special summons from the hand, deck, and extra deck, he will be drawing cards. So that's going to be a draw off of Ash. So he saw the God combo. The only thing he was missing was Shifter. If you can go Shifter, Perulia, and then Fuvalos on an OSS or a Hallowed Azamina, woof. Woof. All right, Imperm is going to come down here. Very, very good. Imperm is the best hand trap to stop a Snake Eyes Ash, because Snake Eyes Ash obviously has an effect to search a card, but also it has an effect to send a card face up from the field to the graveyard and special summon out of Snake Eyes from your deck or hand. So you don't want to Ash Blossom your Snake Eyes Ash. You want to Veiler or Imperm that thing, man. Or I guess Ghost Mourner if it's special summon, but that's like the worst case scenario. All right, here we go. He's just going to set 2 cards pass. Those Molcharmies did enough. Literally, just, you know, you drew a couple cards. You drew 2 cards, 1 for each. They did its job. It put the brakes on his turn, and just he's going to end with 2 trap cards. Let's see if he sides in any floodgates, like Skill Drain. I know he plays... He probably plays Cross Out, but he would have Cross Outed. Maybe no, because there was just only hand traps that were played that he doesn't probably play going first. Alright, so no Cosmic on the Sangan summoning here. Or maybe he's thinking of activating a... Okay, no, it's resolving. Sangan Summoning's going to search. Looks like Francisco sided in his Cosmics. Probably kept a lot of his good, like, generic board breakers in. I also see the Crossout Designators made an appearance in the main deck. Definitely want to see those to negate. Cause this deck plays every hand trap, man. Like, you could turn off Imperm. You can play Dominant. You can turn off Dominus. Obviously, you can turn off the Molcharmies going first. If someone chose to keep them in, I mean, you can turn off everything. All right, we're just gonna go classic Tenpai. Normal summon Pydra. Hit Kaiman. Special summon Chundra. And now he's got to think what he wants to do here. Because he technically could try to just go like a Black Rose, clear the board. That would trigger Sang and Summoning. And then he can just go Battle Phase. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what he does here. Alright, Matt is looking to activate a card here. So he's gonna use Impermed on Chundra. This is good because this is gonna potentially force Francisco to quick synchro here if we are in the battle phase now. He's gonna be forced to activate the effect of quick synchro now. Alright, so that resolves. He's just gonna attack over the Snake Eyes Ash, no effect of Chundra. Hydra will attack though, do a little bit of damage, and then it's gonna get its effect as well. One more card set there. It is a... If he's got a Dominus Impulse to negate that Kaiman, that's huge. That would be huge. He does have the Trap in the Grave. Hydra is also a huge threat right now to summon from... Okay. We're gonna quick synchro to Biden Dragion to special summon from the graveyard. He's got the Dominus, so this is gonna negate and destroy the Biden Dragion because there is a trap in the graveyard. And I'm gonna assume that Matt activated the Imperm. Actually, it doesn't matter what part of the battle he activated the Imperm on the Chundra, because like he has no other cards. He can't do anything else. Alright, so he's going to use OSS. He's just explaining that what it does. You shuffle back here. He has Ash Blossom, though, for it. Right, we're going to go Triple Tactics Talent to draw 2. Good, pretty good. Drawn into Wanted. And here comes Snake Eyes Dia Bellstar. Right off that Wanted. Off the rip from that Talents. And that's going to be it. Francisco concedes, and Matt takes it as the King of Games. Holy smokes, that is going to do it. Congratulations to Matt, taking it all the way with that beautiful Snake Eyes, man. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So Matt is taking home the title of King of Games and also taking home that YCS, taking home all the other prizes. Holy moly, man. What a game. Dude, what a draw. What a rip, dude. That Talents. Sheesh. Good stuff. Yeah, Francisco made a big mistake there with his Sang and Kaiman. He played it in the column where the impermanence was, so it can't do anything. So, gotta always remember the imperm columns, guys. It's very important. Very important. Don't drop your spells and traps in the imperm zone because they're negated. But that's just something to always remember. A very easy thing to forget, to be honest. Very easy thing to forget. But big shout out to Francisco, man, because Francisco not only made it into the finals here, but he won. He won one of the case tournaments this year. Took it all, first place. So Francisco has had a crazy good run this year in the case events and also here at the King of Games Championship, making it all the way to the top 2. So Francisco gets an invite to the 2025 King of Games event. That's his prize for taking home second place. He gets a guaranteed entry into next year. So congrats to Francisco securing a win already into the next year. And then Matt, though, taking first place, does get that funded YCS trip in 2025, courtesy of Game Grid Spanish Fork. But now we're going to do a raffle as well, because one of the other duelists is going to get a chance to take home. All right. Yeah, everybody got a box of Bonanza too, just being here. It's so cool. That's like the best box to get, to just freely get awarded to you. Yep, big congrats to Matt. They're going to do a spin right now. I'm going to turn the camera over for you guys. There's our beautiful duelist right there. Brian and Jessica as well. Damien takes the raffle. So Damien also gets a YCS sponsorship in 2025. Let's go, Damien. Our OTS champion from Infinite Forbidden, by the way. Nice stuff. Big congrats to everybody, all the duelists today, dude. Holy moly. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Cool event, cool tournament. Can't wait to do all of the tournaments for the case events in 2025. The first one is going to be January or early February, because Supreme Darkness drops in January. So, stay tuned for that event. If you want to come and play. These are not just exclusive to Utah players. Anybody can come in and travel to come and play these case tournaments here, or any event here at Game Grid Spanish Fork for that matter. So, speaking of events though, we do have a regional championship hosted through Game Grid Spanish Fork in a couple weeks. So it's not next Saturday, it's a Saturday after that. So that is going to be December the 14th. So the weekend after YCS Anaheim, there will be a regional championship here in Utah. So everyone is welcome to come out and play, and come play here. It won't be here in the store. It's going to be at a convention center. The store opted to get a big venue for the potential, have hundreds of players come if they wanted to, which is really, really nice. So, good stuff though all around. Good tournament. Good times. Good times. Glad I got to take some time to showcase you guys these games, and yeah, appreciate you guys. Remember to like the video if you have not liked it already. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and all that good stuff. For those that want to support the channel further, you click the join button below to become a YouTube channel member, or if you want to join the Patreon as well, that is something you can do too. We're actually running a Black Friday special right now for the Patreon. You can get your entire first month of being a Patreon subscriber for 50% off. So if you set up the tier 1, it's only $2.50 as opposed to $5, and so on. And there's a lot of really good benefits that are on the Patreon. Starting in December, there's a lot of cool ones that are being sponsored by the store Game Grid Spanish Fork as well. So if you are on the Patreon tier 2 and 3, you will get some really, really badass perks through Game Grid Spanish Fork and myself, jointly. So definitely consider joining in to help support me directly. Also helps support the store at the same time as well. If you want to see the Patreon, the link's in the description below of all the videos, or you can just find it on my YouTube page and all that stuff. But big shout out to the store. Big shout out to all the duelists. Thank you so much to Brian for judging today's event. And big shout out to everyone out there watching. And I'm glad you guys had a good time. That's going to be it for today, though. Quick and easy. 3 rounds. Beautiful stuff. Some high octane Yu-Gi-Oh! So, wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next live streams and videos to come. And until then, stay awesome, guys. See you next time.